Hey, how we doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Uncle Lee here with you, with what, for most of you, will be your first Uncle Lee video lesson. Sorry I can't be with you today, but I'll be here shortly. So what I'm going to start off with today is just a few problems from section A1 found in the back of your pre-calculus textbook. Not going to do an example for all the problems, but do an example for maybe some of the more difficult topics. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at an example for problem 78.5 through 78. I don't think all of these problems are assigned, but you will have a few through these. And keep in mind, if I go over something on a video, it is very important. All of these review that we will be doing in the back of the book will be very important for all of us throughout this school year. So you better sit up straight and pay attention right there. So, what we're going to be studying this year is expressions and functions of real numbers. We're only going to be studying functions of real numbers, expressions of real numbers. We're only dealing with real numbers right there. So, what we're going to be doing is real number analysis. I'm going to call this real number analysis. And the first thing you need to know about real number analysis is that division by 0 does not produce a real number. This does not produce a real number. So division by 0 does not produce a real number. If ever I have a number, 5 divided by 0, that is a non-real number. Now later on in this section we'll talk about imaginary numbers, but we will not talk about imaginary numbers very long in this course. Mostly we're going to talk about real numbers. But we need to know that division by 0 does not produce a real number. Therefore, the expression x plus 2 over x minus 7, that's an expression. X is the variable. We got a couple x's and a couple arbitrary constants here, 2 and negative 7. Those are not arbitrary. That's 2 and this is negative 7. So x plus 2 divided by x minus 7. That's going to produce a real number for all values of x. If I put any value of x in, it's going to produce a real number, except 7. If I put 7 in, I'm going to have 9 divided by 0. That does not produce a real number. So very important topic. Not very difficult, but extremely important for us to wrap our heads around this. So therefore, we would say that the domain of the expression x plus 2 divided by x minus 7 is real numbers. The domain of that is real numbers, but x does not equal 7. Easy enough. Easy topic, easy concept, extremely important. Let's carry on. Hey, what about your survival guide for the laws of exponent? If you look in my big campus, the particular bundle that has been assigned for you for this particular unit, which is a review unit, you will see a PDF file that has the laws of exponents. Something you have been studying since your pre-algebra days, especially in Algebra 2. Still, they never go away. Laws of exponents are extremely important. Laws of exponents. Hey, let's take number 101 from section A1 and simplify that baby, if you will. You want to? Let's do it. So here I have negative 2 in parentheses cubed times x to the 4 times quantity y times z squared divided by 3 squared x y cubed z. A couple steps you don't want to miss. I'm going to show you some steps that you can bypass, but you want to have a little bit of the steps. We don't want to make mistakes. It's a lot going on here. A lot going on here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this negative 2, cube it, and I'm going to take this yz and square that. So yz squared is going to be y squared z squared. You can find that particular law of exponents in the law of exponent, that PDF right there. And negative 2 cubed. Negative 2 cubed is negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. 3 negatives make a negative. 2 times 2 is 8. So this is going to be negative 8. So what this expression, first and foremost, becomes negative 8. X to the 4th, y squared, z squared, divided by 9, which is 3 squared. Easy enough. 3 squared. X, y cubed, z. The next step, I'm going to do that division of exponents right there. I have like bases. So this is negative 8 ninths, just negative 8 ninths. It's negative 8 ninths. So it's going to be x to the 4th, x to the 4 minus 1. There's a a missing 1 there, implied 1. There's an implied 1 here also. So this is going to be x to the 4 minus 1, y to the 2 minus 3, z to the 2 minus 1. Simplifying this arithmetic of real numbers, 4 minus 1 is 3, 2 minus 3 is negative 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. At any time, ladies and gentlemen, since it's a video, you have the opportunity to go pause it. If you're going too fast, good. Pause it. Write down the notes. I'm not going to pause for you. You have a question? Oh, pause it and ask me later. Okay, so I've got x, negative 8/9, x cubed. Y negative 1, z to the 1. I'm going to take this y to the negative 1 and put it downstairs. So this thing would simplify to negative 8 x cubed z over 9y. Easy enough. There's a few problems there that look scary. They should not look scary for a student coming into a pre-calculus class as this is. Next question here. Here's a good one. Hey, how about negative 5 squared? What is that? Give you two options. We got option number 1, negative 5 squared is going to be 25. Option number 2, negative 5 squared is negative 25. Let's vote on it. This side of the room. What do you guys vote? What do you guys vote? What do you guys vote? Okay, let's see. I think we voted to allow this to be 25, negative 5 squared. Agree or disagree? Agree or disagree? Agree or disagree? You are wrong if you chose 25. Negative 5 squared is not 25. Order of operations. Order of operations says that what I'm going to do to evaluate that expression is this is going to be negative 5 squared, which is going to be negative 5 times 5, which is negative 25. If I wanted to say, hey, negative 5 squared, I would write it this way. Negative 5 squared is 25, but that's not what I wrote. I wrote negative 5 squared. Negative 5 squared is negative 25. Another big misunderstanding in the realm of mathematics is this guy right here. How about square root of 9, ladies and gentlemen? Keep in mind you have the pause option on your video. Square root of 9. Square root of 9, is it positive or negative 3? Or just 3? Positive or negative 3? Positive and negative 3 or just positive 3? What is it? Let's vote again. Pausing, 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 pausing. You are, you're right. It is just 3. The square root of 9 is just 3. We're going to study the square root function. The square root function is a function. For any input, there's only one output. This thing can only produce 3. It's not positive, negative 3. This is tremendously misunderstood. When I get back into the game here, which is going to be in a week or so, I will go over that with you. If you don't understand it, that's fine. But the square root of 9 is just 3. Period. End of story. Let's see if I have anything else here with you. Oh, 3 to the negative 2. Just reviewing for A1, just doing some brief reviewing since I'm not here. 3 to the negative 2 power, 3 raised to the negative 2 power. Is it 1/9? Is it negative 9? Or is it negative 1/9? Let's vote again. What do you think, young lady sitting over there? What's your name? Kathy? Kathy, what do you vote, Kathy? Oh, Kathy votes negative 1/9. And Kathy is, let's see if she's right or Kathy. Oh, sorry, Kathy. You'll get it, you'll get it. I promise you. Negative 3 to the negative 2. It's not negative 1/9. It's positive 1/9. This negative exponents mean nothing. They give us they have nothing to do with the positiveness nor negativeness of an expression. All this negative 2 says that, hey, I take this whole base in the negative 2, drop it downstairs. This is 1/3 squared, which is 1/9. Okie dokie. You should have ample review now to finish the problems in section A1. We'll come back tomorrow with a brief video on some problems from A2, which will be a little bit difficult. Look forward to meeting all of you. Out.